was a week ago. This pink and chartreuse was a good color. Today it's just me, but I finally got my life together with that. I put an SD card into the GoPro, and somehow the SD card was an SD card error, and then had to put a new card. Well, it's like 40 some odd degrees, and I know some of you guys up in the north that may or may not watch this. I don't know. To you guys, that might be kind of warm, but to us here, that is cold. That is most definitely cold. We are gonna check and see, but man, the wind is blowing today. We had to deal with a decent amount of trout coming to that. I foresee it meaning that I don't have many visitors in this creek, but unless this wind slows down, it's gonna be a slow, methodical ride back. If I remember correctly, this was right about where he got his second one. There. God. Fine. Thank you. I was beginning to worry. Lay down. Going a light drag because with trout. With trout, they have a tendency of getting unpinned from their mouth. That was a good hit too. That was a good hit finally. Switched back to that same color my buddy used the last time we were up in here. Looks like a pretty good one. Of course, I got some decent drag for him too. That freaking redfish. Oh my gosh. It's a redfish. You're not the guy I thought I was going to get bit on. I wonder why you took some of those drags. Beautiful looking red, but not at all what I was hoping. I was hoping for that trout, but I still have yet to catch. Beautiful slot looking red though. Beautiful slot red. Nice fish. Probably 20 something inches. Beautiful fish caught on that MirrOlure. He would be probably a good one for a South Carolina tournament, being like 23-ish inches, 22, 23. I've been watching the Bassmaster Classic Redfish series. Not quite perfect for it. It's like 21 and some change. Of course I catch this guy. I mean, come on. But beautiful fish. Let's get him back. Great fight there. Thought it was a big trout. Wished it was a big trout. But figured most certainly it had to have been a trout. But the water temps are in the 50s here, which is pretty dang good as far as trout go. But it's cold. I want to see it. Comment below your favorite way to work a MirrOlure 17. Because my buddy, he likes to kind of do this reel where he reels slowly and then kind of does some twitches in there. I used to basically dead stick it. That's how I used to do it. So comment below your favorite way to work a MR17 for trout. Because if you trout fish, I am almost certain you probably used a 17. And if you haven't used a 17, it'll probably change the game for you if you start. But what is your favorite way? Let me know. Comments below. I love it. I'm loving these conditions though. I love when it gets overcasty, cold, you know, kind of a little bit miserable for me. I feel like I usually do better trout fishing when I'm not comfortable. There we go, guys. That's a trout, finally. I see it now. That is 100% a trout, and it's a decent trout, too. Don't go under the tree. Don't go under the tree. Not under the tree. That was actually not under the tree. Not under the tree. Please. Not under the tree. Finally, caught a trout on a MirrOlure. You're surprised, right? At least hooked a trout on a MirrOlure, right? Guess I can't say it's a caught fish until I get it up and in here. It's nice, like, nice trout. Actually, that's bigger than I thought it was. Holy shit. It's actually bigger than I thought it was. That might have been bigger than that red. Dang. That is a nice trout. Look at that trout, long. Dang, that is a beautiful, beautiful fish right there. I'm wondering, I don't think he'll be my personal best, but I think it's definitely the best one of this year. I know this is like the second trout I've caught all year, but beautiful fish though. Man, look at that thing. Dang. 22 and a half. Beautiful looking trout though, man. Thought it was gonna go longer than that, but I guess it's, the board doesn't lie, right? Beautiful 20, almost 23-inch trout caught on this dark purple MR17. Bigger than that redfish I just caught. Let's get her back. Let's get this beautiful trout back. Hooked up again. Very likely could be a redfish though. But I'm in some decent structure now. Can't help but wonder if this is the return of that same fish. Come on, dude. Gotta be a red. Good fish though, whatever it is. Here we are. Finally came out. No. Feel myself hung up on something. Uh-oh. That's the second time this fish has done that. Oh, he's still on there. Still feeling him. In a bit of a pickle right now. There's all these good freaking damn branches on this freaking thing. Definitely, it's got to be like 110% has to be a redfish. Oh, it's finally came up. Not even that big. Not even that big. Just kicking my butt. Not even that big of a redfish. Just absolutely kicking my freaking butt. For no reason. No reason. We got him. Finally. Holy cow. Holy cow, did that take... My gosh. Oh, I guess he is bigger than I thought, but... kind of had a feeling that once I came over to here, I had that feeling that when I came over here, there's going to be a nice red, beautiful looking redfish. Had me stuck in some structure. I'm going to have to check my leader for sure. Let's check and see how big you are, my friend. Definitely would be in the slot if I was keeping fish, but I'm not. I don't usually like to keep these guys. I know they taste delicious. I know. I know they taste good. So let's see, the other one was like 21. Wow, he's 21. I think the other one was 22 and some change. This guy is 21 inches. He just was in some serious structure right there. Beautiful, beautiful redfish. Amazing fight. Thought I was gonna lose him like 3 different times. Crazy stuff right there. But let's get a good release on him, huh? This is some really tight quarters fishing for sure. All right, guys, he's 21 inches. Let's release over 20. He's gonna be ready to go. Not the most graceful release, but kept on fighting me already. Check this leader. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Yeah, he started to straighten out my hook. I know it's gonna probably be very tough for you guys to see it. Started to straighten out my hook. So, kind of crazy. This is such close quarters stuff here. I mean, it's just crazy how close quarter this stuff is. I mean, he was stuck on a log over there. I'm fairly certain he got down below and he got stuck in a log underneath us. So, crazy stuff. And boat positioning is about as horrendous as it can get here. As soon as I bring this in, I gotta check that leader because he rubbed up on some stuff, that's for sure. I felt it in the rod tip. You know, I kind of was thinking before I turned to this corner too, I was like, you know what? I wonder if I shouldn't go through and like switch out rods. This is kind of a trout rod, a really light trout rod that I like to use quite a bit, but usually with trout, you're not necessarily worried about that. You're worried about them pulling hooks on you or something. Just because they're paper mouths, not so much of getting you around all sorts of structure and stuff. So the purples end up, so far today, what I caught these fish on, a lot of this stuff will get linked down in my Amazon store if you can find, if it should be down below. If I can find this stuff, that's the big thing. But a lot of what I'm using today is I'm using the Shimano GLF rod, which I've done a review on that, so I have a video on that if you want to check it out more. That is their, I want to say it's like it's 7 foot medium light fast action tip. Reason why I like this is it's got a lot of flex to it. So if you catch a trout, it does kind of give it a little bit of flex, a little bit more flex because we are using braid as the main line, and that has 0 flex. So a lot of times having that little bit of flex whenever you're talking about and dealing with a trout bite, because they do have those softer mouths, so they can rip the hook right out of their mouth because of that, or even pull apart their mouth. So that's why I like to have a little bit of a softer rod when I'm trout fishing, especially with braid. Um, then I've paired that with the Daiwa BG 1500. So that's a 1500. So if you see me reeling a little faster with this one versus the other one, it's because this one is the 1500, and then I have that paired up with 10 or 15. I can't remember which one it is. 10 or 15 pound braid. That way I can fit a decent amount on this smaller spool. And then I do believe this one is a little bit of, I want to say like 20 pound, but it may be 15 pound. Right about this time of year, I use either 20 or 15 pound for my trout. And obviously you can see that I caught some redfish on it. Great little setup. Very easy to cast like a mile with a 17, because next up is the MR17. This is the purple one. I also caught one on a chartreuse in pink. Like, it's darker out, so I want to match the darkness. I feel like whenever it was nice bright out day, he used a little bit brighter color, um, and it kind of contrasted with what was happening outside of the water. I knew there had to have been a red on there somewhere. And there was. Another nice looking guy. Another nice looking guy. I knew on that bank somewhere there was a red. Smaller than the first ones we got, but still nice looking red. He'd be in the slot if we wanted to, but we don't want him. Beautiful guy. In the back. I just happen to have a Z-Man on with it. Little paddle tail Z-Man. He was swimming with it. He was swimming pretty good with it. Lost him. I don't know how I lost him. Reds today just seem to have no chill. No chill today, these Reds. Loving it. Loving it. It's great. It's awesome. Buddy. It's on the MirrOlure. But so orange. That guy's very orange. Of course, as soon as you hit it, he took off. So we're trying to go right into the bushes. Alright. Another beauty this time. Really light tackle. Another beautiful redfish. Very pumpkin-y. Very pumpkin-esque. Kind of got a heart on the one side. Let's get these, pop this hook out real quick. Pop this hook out. Come on, buddy. Stop. Get red. It's kind of got a heart on this side. It's kind of upside down at that. Yeah, he's got a heart. Got a heart both sides, I guess. Let's try to get a chest mount view of one, hopefully. Yeah, these guys have been crazy. I don't know what it is. Like, I've been seeing bait in here, but I figured I'd be getting some trout, but you won't hear me complain when you get fish that are active, no matter what the fish is. Active feeding fish is always a fun one. Again. They just hit it so hard. It's a blast. Dodged me last second. Oh, that's what they're eating. He just coughed up a mullet. They are chewing on mullet right now. Because look at this. Look at how that bait is in his mouth. That bait is like, hopefully you guys can see it. Right there. He was like borderline swallowing it. Because they're chewing on mullet right now so much. Here's another good one. Another good one right there. Don't get me hooked. Another beautiful fish. Like 4.5 pounds. Like choking it. They're just eating so well. Another beauty. 2-spotter. Nice. Let's get him back.